Mysteries That Refuse to Die, Episode 8, The Vanishing of Madeleine McCann. Previously, we searched the skies for answers in the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370, a mystery that still drifts somewhere over the ocean's endless blue. But tonight, our story takes us to the quiet coast of Portugal, to a summer holiday turned into every parent's worst nightmare. This is the vanishing of Madeleine McCann. Years have passed, but the questions remain. It was May 3, 2007, in Praia da Luz, a small seaside village in southern Portugal. The McCann family, Kate, Jerry, and their 3 children, were enjoying a relaxing holiday at the Ocean Club Resort. The resort was peaceful, family-friendly, and full of British tourists. Each evening, the adults from their friend group would dine at the nearby tapas restaurant, just 50 meters from the apartment, while taking turns checking on the sleeping children every 20 minutes. That night was no different, or so they thought. At 8:30 p.m., the McCanns put their 3 children to bed. Madeleine, aged 3, and her 2 younger twin siblings. They tucked them into apartment 5A, closed the shutters, and went out for dinner. Around 9:05, Jerry McCann checked in. All was well. At 9:30, another family friend noticed the door to the apartment was slightly open, but assumed nothing. Then at 10 p.m., Kate McCann returned to check on the children. She opened the door and froze. The window was wide open. The shutters were raised, and Madeleine's bed was empty. Panic erupted. Within minutes, the resort was in chaos. Staff, guests, and friends scoured the grounds, calling her name through the night air. But there was no sign of Madeleine McCann. Police were called just after 10:30 p.m. Officers arrived, but early mistakes would haunt the case forever. The apartment was never properly sealed off. People walked in and out, contaminating vital evidence. Fingerprints, footprints, and DNA were mixed, smudged, or lost entirely. Witnesses reported seeing a man carrying a sleeping child in pajamas that night, walking quickly toward the beach, but no one could identify him. By morning, the story had exploded across the world. A small girl had vanished without a trace. Over the years, countless theories have tried to explain what happened that night. Theory 1. Abduction. The most widely accepted theory is that Madeleine was kidnapped from the apartment while her parents dined nearby. Supporters point to reports of suspicious individuals loitering near the resort, possibly scouting for targets. The open window, raised shutters, and missing child all point toward abduction. Theory 2. Accidental death and cover-up. Portuguese investigators eventually considered an alternative, that Madeleine had died accidentally in the apartment, and her parents panicked and covered it up. This theory, though never proven, led to the McCanns being declared arguidos, formal suspects, for a period of time. British authorities later cleared them of all suspicion, citing a lack of evidence. Theory 3. Human trafficking. Some investigators suspect Madeleine was abducted and sold into an organized trafficking network, a grim but plausible explanation given the region's criminal routes and proximity to international borders. Theory 4. The unknown. Despite thousands of tips, psychic claims, and global media pressure, no theory has ever fully explained the disappearance. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann became a worldwide phenomenon. Her photo was shared on every screen, every newspaper, every airport billboard. World leaders offered help. Celebrities donated to the search. The McCanns launched a massive campaign, Find Madeleine, raising funds to keep the search alive even after official investigations slowed. But with fame came scrutiny. The family faced intense criticism, wild conspiracy theories, and online harassment. Every word they spoke was dissected, every expression analyzed. For the McCanns, hope came at the cost of peace. Over the next decade, multiple investigative teams re-examined the case. In 2011, the UK launched Operation Grange, a multi-million-pound review by Scotland Yard. In 2020, a new suspect emerged, a German drifter and convicted sex offender, Christian Bruckner, who had been living in the Algarve at the time of Madeleine's disappearance. He was later charged with unrelated crimes, but never officially linked to Madeleine's case. Despite extensive evidence gathering, no body, no conclusive DNA, and no eyewitness proof have ever been found. 17 years later, Madeleine's face remains one of the most recognized in the world. Her parents still cling to hope that one day, someone, somewhere, will come forward. Each year, on her birthday, they release a message. Madeleine is still missing, but she is still loved. It is a reminder that beneath the theories, documentaries, and headlines, there is still a family waiting for their little girl to come home. She was 3 years old. Blonde hair, green eyes, a smile the world would never forget. On a warm May night, in a quiet resort by the sea, she vanished. No struggle, no sound, just silence. Years have passed, but the questions remain. What happened to Madeleine McCann? Was she taken, hidden, or lost to something darker still? Until the truth is known, her story will remain one of the world's most haunting mysteries that refuses to die.